Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Devotion. So, the party has approached this vast open cavern. In it, there is a waterfall, just as the old crazy alchemist had described.
Sweet. We take them.
All right. As you begin to walk into the large open area, there are a few things that are apparent to you. First, this is a very big cavern. It's maybe 80 feet high to the ceiling, which you can still see because there's this phosphorescent moss all over, and maybe 60 feet wide at the back, but it's semicircular in nature. So you're coming from the apex of the circle, and directly in front of you, maybe 30 feet back, is this waterfall with this big pool. Or maybe 15 feet back is the waterfall with the pool, and that runs about 30 feet along the back of it, although the waterfall is not that 30 feet wide. The ground here is no longer carved stone, it's moist, damp earth, and you can hear what sounds to be maybe insects or bats, maybe a series of both of them somewhere in the cave. They seem to be reacting to your presence. The light is quite dim, well enough for you to see, but it makes it difficult to differentiate colors. It's kind of like using your night vision, you know. What are you guys doing?
Well, even though we're all... Well, can we see the mushrooms from here?
Yeah, there's definitely some sort of plants going around the ring of the water.
Was it kind of clarified how many mushrooms we needed?
You just said you need a mushroom.
I think we better take a few just in case.
How fast I kind of calculate... Well, I mean, I can kind of dig right here. How fast can I pull up this mushroom?
You would expect to be able to do it in under a second.
All right. Now, I don't like how that last room went. So, and we want to make sure to make the most of our time. So about this. 3 of us rush in there, grab a mushroom, and then we'll rush out.
Okay.
Jen, your detect magic is 60 feet long, so it's still running, and far ahead at the end of the wall, you notice a magical, or a series of magical auras. They're each about maybe a foot long, and maybe 3 inches high, 4 inches high, and they just kind of, there's one here, and then like a foot above it, there's another one, and then a foot above it, there's another one, and it runs all the way up the height of the cave.
Huh. Guys, wait a minute. There's like magical climbing thingies on the wall or something. We should investigate it. And then I describe it being like magical climbing thingies.
That sounds like something that normally we couldn't pass up, but my sister is dying.
I don't get it. What are these?
What type of magic is it?
Are they platforms? Is it a ladder?
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, you cannot get the aura. It's a 40% chance. You rolled a 7. 70.
What do they look like? Is it something I can stand on, or is it something I climb on?
I don't know. It's just like...
It's dim in here. You can't quite make out. You don't even know what she's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I asked Olivia for clarification.
Yeah, I get closer to it.
Okay. Olivia starts walking into this large room. You come all the way up against the back wall. It's got moss and little ferns and all sorts of things growing on it. You start brushing some of it away to get a clear view of what you're looking at. It doesn't look like much, just kind of a stone wall, but then you see there's some writing.
I didn't touch the magical aura, by the way. Like
Right, I mean, you're like, there's some plants in the way, and you move the plant a little bit, yeah. You can't see quite what it is, but there is some writing on the wall adjacent to it. What languages can you speak, and can you read? Question.
Common, Elvish, Orcish.
Perfect. So, you bend down to read what you can.
My Elvish is kind of sucky, though. It's like, okay.
Well, it's Elven that you're reading here, so you might need someone else to read it for you.
Yeah.
But as you're trying to decipher the words here, those back near the entrance, you can hear the slow dragging sound of, what is that? Are those zombie feet coming down the hallway behind you?
No.
And sure enough, you turn around and I guess both Ransom and Kellen can see a zombie, or maybe is that a chain of zombies coming down this staircase hallway in your direction.
Oh god.
It looks maybe 5 or 6 or 7 zombies deep.
A single file, right?
They are single file.
I shoot one with my light crossbow.
All right. Well, why don't we roll some initiative while Olivia investigates and Ransom and Kellen figure out what's going on, and we'll just do this on a round-by-round turn.
I think I won't keep investigating, and I may have to, fight these creatures.
Alright, as long as these mindless creatures just come in one at a time, there's nothing I can't handle.
Well, it's going to be a little hard for any of you to shoot past Ransom if Ransom's in the front, because he's a big, strong man, and he's going to take up most of the hallway.
I will, we'll be at the entrance of the hallway so they can shoot to the sides.
So to make a quick little map, monsters are coming from the north this time, and you guys are in this big chamber, like this, with a pool of water. This is my water effects. And the magical signature is coming from off to the side a little bit. So we've got Olivia over here. Got a gray Ransom, which is hard to see.
There we go. That's me.
Beautiful. And we've got like a Kellen who's hanging out nearby. Boom. So the zombies can really only come down one at a time. No one's going to really be able to attack them well with Ransom in the way blocking them. You might be able to get some attacks, but the zombies are going to have partial cover from the walls if you want to stay on the sides. Okay. So let's...
We don't see any mushrooms, right?
Oh, yeah, you totally see mushrooms. There's a bunch of them. As many as you would like. Well, to an extent.
What is that square thing over there that I just
That's
drew
the
near?
magical signature that Olivia was investigating.
Okay.
Why don't we roll initiative? And oh, you did. Good job. I'm behind. Okay, so Olivia, you can partially read Elven. So I'm going to read every other word of this passage to you, and you can figure it out. All right, those tune the open stairway heaven in May. That's every other word.
Damn it, I feel like we got the wrong one out of 2 words in this one.
And can I see it or not?
If you go over next to her, you can read it. That would be your action for the turn, is walking over and trying to decipher it.
Did
Hey,
you?
I can't read this.
Okay, since she did tell me, I run over to help her.
Okay. All right, you run over while the first zombie approaches Ransom, who gets to attack, because he gets 4, what do you call them? Attacks of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it, Ransom. 16 is indeed a hit. Got 12 damage, rips the first zombie to shreds, and it collapses to the ground at your feet. Kellen, you make it over there. It's Elven. You can read this, no problem. It says, those in tune with the gods open the stairway to heaven. Those in harmony may pass.
That sounds like a magician's specialty. But in tune with what? Do I hear anything? Do I see any indication?
Give me an intelligence check, Kellen. Let's see. I can do it.
I'm pretty smart.
The word for in tune is the same single word that you would use for musically in tune as well.
So I guess I just like take out my hurdy-gurdy and strum a few notes and see what happens.
Okay. When you hit a specific note, a C note on your hurdy-gurdy, the wall begins to start, little sections of the wall begin to slide out, and then as the note passes, the wall sections slide back in.
Babe, I need you to harmonize with me. Are you ready?
Yes! With the power of love and singing and music, we will conquer this wall together.
Okay.
And then I go like,
That's so right. And I harmonize with her.
All right, so we're going to, on the next round, you guys can start this, but you're both going to need to make a singing proficiency check to get in tune with one another. Unfortunately, Olivia does not have a singing proficiency.
But she loves me so much, and she's the band's biggest fan, so she probably gets a buff.
She can try. She'll have some penalties. It might take a little while, but you guys can do it. Ransom, your turn comes along before any of the other zombies get a chance to do. What are you doing?
I'm gonna wait for them.
All right. All right, another zombie starts coming down the hallway. They're just going to keep coming at you. It looks like a long tunnel of zombies in front of you.
I can take this on all day. I stab
All right.
it as it enters my threat zone.
17's a hit. 8 is not quite a kill. Did you get any bonus to that? Oh, you already have your bonus. Yep. You don't quite finish it off. The zombie gets badly wounded, and it comes all the way to you. You can make your normal attack against it whenever you'd like.
Alright, I'll go ahead and stab it.
There you go. That finishes off the zombie. It crumbles to the ground. All right, next round. Let's roll initiative. I guess you don't really need to. The zombies go last anyway. So Olivia and Kellen, why don't you both make me a singing check? That's a charisma check. But Olivia, you aren't a proficient singer, so you have to make it at -5.
Oh, I can carry.
oh,
You got this, babe!
Wow.
It's the most beautiful harmonized sound you've ever heard. It's like a rainbow between
And then
our...
it goes like,
The sections of the wall slide out without any problem and stay put once you guys finish your resonance.
The song that I play on the hurdy-gurdy sounds like do 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 and defying a stairway to
we need to climb the stairway to heaven.
Don't forget some mushrooms.
Right.
As we come back from the stairway from heaven.
Well, I grabbed one and
Yeah,
put it in my...
I will take some mushrooms.
I put one in my pocket just in case, but then we go up
Wait,
there.
it needs to be with the damn clothes.
Oh yeah.
Take this cloth that I've been carrying for this.
Awesome. I wrap it in accordance with the instructions.
All right.
Like it's humid and it's covering from the sun and it's beautiful. And we have like backup mushrooms too, right? Like
Yeah, we're each carrying some. That's the plan, right?
I'm taking like I don't know, like I don't know how big they are, but like
They're fairly small.
yeah, so like a couple mushrooms each, like
Sure.
5 or something.
Meanwhile, Trump, Ransom, here come more zombies at you. These guys look old, they look fragile, but they also look malevolent. Why don't you, with your 4 attacks of opportunity per round, make me a few. Well, make me 1, and if you kill it, then we'll just keep going down the line.
Alright.
18's a hit. 12 damage, just barely drops it down. Another one comes to fill its ranks. 18 is a hit. 11 brings down the 2 HP zombie, no problem. I think only one more can reach you this round, so give me your last attack of opportunity. You critical the zombie.
Ha Don't be
And
sad that we're succeeding, Neil.
I'm not sad you're succeeding, it's happening so easily and so quickly. Wasn't supposed to go so fast. You bring down the next one, and you see there's a gap of maybe 30 or 40 feet until the following zombie reaches you. It's your turn, Ransom.
I kind of glance behind me. Is there a stairway up now?
There is.
Like all the way? So,
All the way up.
okay, let's blow this joint. I run towards the stairway and start going up.
All right. It's more of like a ladder stairway, but easily done nonetheless. Kellen, Olivia, and Ransom start climbing the ladder stairway as zombies begin to fill into the room below them and kind of circulate around. Some of them climbing uselessly or reaching uselessly at your feet well above them.
Ransom, come! The stairway to heaven is unleashed. Unlocked forever.
Who's,
Oh yeah, climbing that stairway of heaven.
who's in point?
Do, 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 do.
Who's the first up the staircase?
Do, do, do.
I'm going up the stairway.
All
Yeah, I
right,
follow her.
Olivia.
I'm like my singing goddess.
Olivia, you get to the top.
As I'm going up, I'm still doing the note like, oh.
Olivia, you get to the top, and above you is a hatch, a metal hatch made out of brass, like a thing that opens.
Oh, well, I tried to open the hatch.
It's a little bit stuck, but with some good muscle, you can lift it open, and bright sunlight beams down onto you from above.
Whew, damn, good thing that we wrapped up some mushroom in there and then just burned them all within a minute.
Thinking of, you look down and you can see the mushrooms in the ground below you fizzling in the sunlight.
We have saved the mushroom, people!
And all four of you can exit the tomb.
Yeah.
Back out into the wilderness.
Hooray! We did it! I motioned to Olivia to let her know we should do the note, our one harmony note. We go, ah! Yeah.
We got
We
the
make-
fast pass out. That's cool. No need to defeat 100 zombies.
Yeah. Good job, us. Good job, you, babe. That singing was amazing. I knew you had it in you.
So do you think that we just opened the stairway to heaven?
Yeah, we did, and it was because of your beautiful voice.
Aww, combined with the magic of your hurdy-gurdy.
And now we're gonna do that one note harmony from now on forever. Ah!
Remember that time
Yeah.
that we opened the stairway to heaven?
Like this. Ah!
Alright. Well, now that we're out, I guess we can come back. And we're in an alternate path, right? Like, we won't be seeing any ogres.
Yeah, you are... Hey, isn't that the pyramid over there? It's like 150 feet from you, but you're on the other side of it.
It doesn't matter. We need to hurry back to give these mushrooms to my sister. Let's go!
Let's go!
Okay. You guys start heading back, and sure enough, there's that ogre standing around the corner of the pyramid like he's been probably for an hour with the big club ready. A look of surprise crosses his face as you come out, not from the doorway, but from the side of the pyramid.
I'm
Run!
doing the same sign as we're passing him, like,
Do you guys run? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Ransom?
Yep.
All right. You guys take off. The ogre takes a minute to collect his sparse thoughts and piece together what just happened and what he needs to do about it, and then comes ambling after you. So, there is now an ogre chasing you through the forest.
but we have, like, good advance, right?
Yeah, you've got a pretty good speed, but he's got long, ogre-like legs. He is getting kind of caught in the branches above him, so you guys are making steady progress away from him, since he's got, like, duck below this, and kind of duck underneath that, and move this aside to get through. But once you break free of the forest, it's open plains all the way until you hit Sandashar. And once the ogre breaks free from the forest too, he starts gaining on you.
He's following us out of the forest?
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like he's following us directly?
Oh, yeah.
That's great. I'll drop some caltrops behind.
You guys are running and you're just like dumping bags of caltrops behind you as
Yeah.
you go.
Totes.
All right. The ogre does not notice what the hell you're doing and fails his saving throw
Haha.
as he runs into the first pile of caltrops.
Does it slow him down?
I have to remember exactly the rules for caltrops, but I think so.
I could stop and cast light into his eyes.
At least
I will
da-da-da-da.
stop and cast light into his eyes.
The victim is reduced to half move until he's suspended. In addition, the character must make a second saving throw, which he also fails. The ogre howls in pain as he steps on a pile of Ransom's caltrops and starts hopping around on one foot, desperately trying to tug these like 4 things that are stuck into his foot out. You have a chance to just fully escape or engage him while he's slowed. All right.
Flee!
Alright.
Glance back at the ogre to see if he looks like he's got anything valuable. Is he carrying a bag?
He's got all these different skins on him, and there's a belt tied around him, and there is a pouch at his side. Hard to tell if it's filled with valuables or just like weird ogre stuff.
I guess light into his eyes.
He
Oh.
passes his save and is not blinded. I'm sorry.
I start running.
Alright, let's get out of here.
All right.
I just wanted to give it a shot, you know?
You guys easily outrun the ogre, who hops around and then throws the caltrops uselessly at you guys while yelling in anger. Eventually, the defeated ogre heads back home, where he'll have to report to his wife that he does not have anything to serve at the party tonight.
Too bad for you.
Yep, he can't serve the party at the party.
Well, we have some delicious mushrooms.
You guys make your way back to Sandashar until you are once again in the lovely, if somewhat foreign city.
I just hurry the party along until we get back to Kess.
All right.
Yep, stop.
You find yourself back at the tavern. Kess is still there, feverish as before, sweating profusely from her head, yet still cold at the other extremities.
Is the apothecary guy still there?
No, he's back at his shop.
Well, then I run there.
All right. You make your way back to the apothecary's shop. Step inside, smelling the familiar, odd smells that come with this place. It's kind of like sage and cloves, but also mixed with something rotting. The familiar, if somewhat odd, birds and 2-headed snakes and packs of gerbils are stuffed in their cages all over. The dim light from candles scattered about the room gives you just enough to see the wizened old man standing behind the counter, currently peeling the skin off of a dead snake, slowly but carefully.
Ew. Here's the mushroom. Make the thing, please.
Ah, my friends, you know dead.
I speak a Cuban. It's fine. I forgot earlier.
Oh, my dear chap, wonderful. Please, don't take the mushrooms out quite yet. The light here is too bright. Come, follow me into my dungeon.
Okay, but that's super creepy. Can you just make it here?
No, this light
Oh,
will
right.
ruin the mushrooms.
Okay, yeah, you know
I
best. You're
follow
right.
you into the dungeon.
All right.
As we go downstairs, Olivia grabs Kellen's ass.
Nice. This cheers Kelton up sufficiently.
You guys head.
Going to the dungeon.
All
swear
right.
it's going.
You guys head into the dungeon where he opens a box, pulls out some moss, kind of stacks it around this little table, and blows out the candles. So the room is only lit by this phosphorescent moss. He asks you to produce the mushrooms, which he carefully chops up, then goes over, finds this strange vial of purple stuff, tosses it on the mushrooms that are in this bowl, and starts mashing them together with a mortar and pestle. While he looks up.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we ask him, like, since we brought back quite a bit of mushroom, could he do, like, 2 vials of it, like, so that we just have a second?
Yes. I can do 2 vials, but at 2 price. So 7.5 plus 7.5.
But you probably give us a discount because it's like a package discount, right? So
No.
like the second one is like 50, not 75.
No, we do not do such discounts in my world.
Let's just do it. It won't, like, go bad, right? Potions stay good?
He shrugs. I would never leave on shelf. No idea how long lasts. Could be
Oh,
a day, could be 6 year. I don't know.
How about this? It's the mushroom that's hard to get. We'll pay you the rest on mushrooms, and you just make us the potion, and we'll call it good.
No, I have no need mushroom. Only the one. All other mushroom useless.
Let's still get to, like this elvish disease. I wouldn't want it on like Kellen or Kessagan, or we may meet an elf someday that's in need. And
That's really sweet, babe. I
Young
think
woman- Go ahead.
I think if you feel like we can afford it, that is the sweetest thing, and we should totally do it.
let's do it.
Okay.
Young woman, very very bright. She has good head for future. I would
She
listen to her.
is.
Yes.
She is so bright. She's the brightest star in the whole sky.
Okay. He proceeds to mix some things together, shake the potion up a little bit, move over, do a bunch of weird alchemy things that are strange and bizarre to you before pouring it all, kind of still with little bits of mushroom chunk in it, into a bronze flask and handing it to you. And says, yes, 2 bronze flasks. Make sure you make her drink in dark. Or suck on bottle. Liquid, no see light. Okay.
Okay, we get it.
Very careful. Yes. And money, please.
Babe, you got
I
that
hand-
cash.
I hand over 75 gold.
And plus 7.5. Plus 7.5.
And then I look at I look at Ransom and I'm like, it's your girl.
Yeah. Just give him 70. I got the rest. I canned him 4 mithril coins.
He takes them out, kind of chomps on them a little bit, weighs them, looks at you suspiciously, goes over to his scales, pulls them out, puts a gold coin on one, the mithril coin on the other. They balance out. He takes them back and looks at you. Okay. We have deal.
So how much did I need to give?
70.
70 total. You now have your 2 bronze flasks filled with the healing potion that should
Okay.
restore the disease from her, or restore her from the disease.
Yay!
Yay!
So let's go.
Okay. The alchemist bids you farewell, walks you back out,
I
and
like him.
he takes you back to, or you guys head back to the inn where you find Kess still asleep, still feverish.
Right, I made sure to shut the window.
Yeah, we make it super duper dark.
So dark.
Okay.
I do like an inverted light spell.
All right. You make it dark as possible, maybe even covering her head with a blanket while you feed it to her.
Yeah.
She chokes down the unpleasant mixture, and then slowly starts to flutter her eyes. They open for a moment. You can see the green tinge in it slowly fading away. She gives a gasp, reaches out towards Ransom, grabbing him by the cuff of his shirt. Says something. Give me a perception check to see if you can hear her what she's saying, Ransom.
Alright. Let's see.
11th, don't go until she passes out again.
Jeez.
And she will wake up some hours later, whenever it is that V arrives back into the game. And that is today's quest, which is done early, because you guys are too efficient, and you, except for that one combat encounter, rolled too well, Jen. I really thought it would take you a lot longer to solve that stairway quest.
We did it. It's because our love and our harmony brought us together.
Remember that time?
Yeah. Except we're not. That wasn't a harmony. That was unison. But we're getting close. Anyway,
Can we buy a horse?
Sure.
I thought we didn't want to buy a horse.
But now that we're done with this quest, we could get a horse.
Maybe you should wait to buy the horse until next week, in case next week's adventure is another dungeon crawl.
Alright, no horse. One day we'll have it.
This is the point in the show where we normally, you guys petition to level up, and chat normally responds with their ideas. But since we are short a player, we can't level up today. Hopefully, though, next week we'll have a full cast and a fun adventure, and maybe we'll see about leveling up then.
Neil, one bit of housekeeping was that on my character sheet, remember we identified that the 3rd level sheet was lost, so we didn't know my 3rd level HP roll, and we were going to find it if we could, but we couldn't. So should I roll for that extra
Sure.
HP?
That's going to be a D6. So roll high.
Come on.
Womp womp.
All right.
So it goes.
Okay. So that's it for today's session. No one's leveling up. Why don't we just do some shout outs and close out the stream?
I also have another question.
Oh,
Do I
yes.
have +2 to hit on everything?
Everything.
Including, because I had a +2 on my melee daggers before. Do I have more on that now?
No, that should still be +2. I think
Okay.
it was all +2, and maybe some things got updated and other things didn't.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start. I'm Neil, also known as Koibu. You can find me at twitch.tv/Koibu or youtube.com/Koibu0 or twitter.com/Koibu0. I do D&D like 6 days a week. This is one of the 5 shows that I do. 4 shows now, but that's neither here nor there. Spoilers for something. And we do a lot of 2nd edition stuff and a lot of DM planning and all that sort of thing. So come swing on by. I stream California times. And we'll see you then. I'm going to pass it to Olivia.
All right. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Live in Pink. But since the game I'm working on is not announced, most of my tweets just revolves around my cat, which is cute yet kind of sad. So if you want a really cute cat feed, you can follow me at Live in Pink. And at some point, the game, I mean, you'll find out what it is, and then I'll probably start tweeting more interesting stuff again. Meanwhile, I can talk about Rainbow Six. Because, you know, that was my previous game. Which is still living, so that's good. Anyway, that is all.
For me, Friday is Twitch Weekly at 1 p.m., so tune in to watch that. If you missed Fanboys today, it was a good one. We produced that on Tuesdays as well, with my husband in control hosting it. That's on the Twitch channel with FODs. Other than that, I think that's it. You can find me at Anna Prosser almost everywhere.
And Jeffrey.
Oh man, I completely even forgot. I joined the team Tempo Storm. That's pretty exciting.
Yay!
They're cool people. I'll be doing a few of their events coming up. Which is why I'm going to miss next week, actually. Well, one I'm going to miss next week, unfortunately. But it's okay. You 3 are strong.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's it. We will see most of you back next week. So, goodbye. Good night.
Bye.